And what are the demands of these farmer groups that the government is just not able to assure right away? Now, on top, remember, it remains the minimum support price that they want to become a law, a set price for the crops. The demand one, which is a law guarantee, this is the biggest topmost demand, which is the cost to produce all the 23 crops. So one price for all the crops. 17 lakh crore rupees, that means 50% of annual budgetary expenditure will have to be added. The government says cannot do it overnight, will do it soon. Farmers are saying at least give us a legal guarantee on it. Now, also this part of demand ensures that centre's MSP payout will be about 2.23 lakh crore rupees. And it's been already 115% since 2013-2014. So there will be, of course, a big budgetary allocation that needs to be made for the farmers for the minimum support price. And is that as easy as the Punjab and Haryana farmers specifically are asking for? MSP on wheat, for example, 62.5% up from 2013-2014. This is just to tell you about how one crop has referred to, while on paddy they are demanding will be about 66.64% from 23-2014. There are about 23 crops right now that we are talking about. Now, demand two, after the MSP, full debt waiver of the farmers' debt when it comes to taking loans, any sort of financial burden. Remove that, waive it for the farmers. Debts waived in 2008 for small and marginal farmers, according to the government. 52,000 crore rupees, that means, had to be cleared. So this is demand two, apart from the minimum support price. Also, with regard to the agricultural credit, remember, 21.5 lakh crore rupees, 160% since 2013-2014. These two remain the big demand. Waiver was also mentioned into the farm laws protest in 2020-21. This again is a repeat from 21, when we had seen the violence in Lakhimpur Kheri. Punishment for the Lakhimpur Kheri perpetrators. Remember when those associated with the BJP leaders had taken the vehicle and had led to the loss of life of farmers in Lakhimpur Kheri. The matter is already sub judice. The prime accused has been out on bail, was arrested, but it wasn't enough as well. And this had led to a lot of pressure on the Bharatiya Janata Party because the accused was from the BJP. Demand four is withdraw from the WTO and freeze the trade agreements. India is world's fifth largest economy by nominal GDP as well, and they want to escalate this. So this again is one of those demands. So there is clearly a long list of demands by the farmers, included that withdraw from the WTO, which is the trade organization, India's third largest economy by purchasing power parity. So while there is a rise on India's economy, at this point, remember, these demands also coming in from the farmers that the government is not yet absolutely sure of how it can be implemented right away. And finally, pension for farmers and farm laborers. Again, similar to how it was made in 2020-21, 9% of government revenue receipts go to the pension payout. So that's not just about government, those in government service, but also with regard to now it's being asked for the farmers, will spur competing claims from others. Because how do you then decide what kind of farmers get what kind of a pension? How will that structure really be panning out? That needs to be defined by the government as well. And finally, the sixth demand. 200 days employment under the MG Narega per year. So ensure that there is employment coming in for the farmer groups. The budget allocation will have to then double to 1,46,000 crore rupees. This is what the discussions have been going on. From Arjun Munda to Piyush Goyal have been going to Chandigarh to meet the farm leaders. I am told that out of these six demands, at least 3 to 4 have been agreed upon. But it's the minimum support price that the government is not ready to make a law right away. Farmers say, give us a legal guarantee or we will lay siege to Delhi and pressure the government. Let me go across to Amit Bhardwaj on that. Amit, we just read out a long list of the demands, and clearly while the MSP remains on top, there are other demands as well. And what I see behind you reflects tension on the ground. There may be deployment politically, but there is deployment on the ground as well. Why is the government so sure, or the administration and the police, that these farmers and agitating protesters cannot be allowed into Delhi? Because many may be wondering, they are citizens, they are farmers, they are kisan, they have every right for freedom of speech and expression.
Right, Pooja, you know, the question is that as to why the administration is making such strong arrangements. You know, we have seen the visuals coming from Shambhu border. We have seen what happened at Khanori, Narwana as well in Haryana, the two routes that the farmers are taking. And this is the Singhu border area where the farmers who are coming from Shambhu border will be headed towards Singhu border. And at this particular stretch, yesterday when we were here, these huge concrete walls were put around the evening, and what has changed overnight is that they have been cemented as well in order to make it look like a pakka structure. On the other side, if you will look at the entire terrain, what is there is that the rapid action force is on deployment on the ground, and the entire flyover, the national highway at Singhu border, has been converted into what looks like nothing less than a war zone. And we had seen similar preparations last time around as well, but this time the police has actually made 100% preparations right at the beginning, day 1, day 2 itself. And the rapid action force deployment is quite heavy here. The barricading, the concrete walls have been created since yesterday, and now we can see that even the containers which were filled with sand have bags over it to further strengthen the strength of the walls which has been created at Singhu border, to ensure that the farmers who have given the Delhi Chalo call are not able to reach to the national capital. Pooja.
Amit Bhardwaj, keep tracking the latest on that. Our reporters are at different locations: Shambhu border, Ambala, Haryana, Singhu border, while right at the Delhi border. So is Ghazipur border and other borders as well. All of them deployed to ensure you get the best coverage from all sides.